everyone, welcome to the Captain's video blog. We are Friday, June the 1st, 2016. We're actually Saturday morning, it's like 7:30 a.m. Which means that we're only, some hours away from the start of the 2016 Tour de France between the Mont Saint-Michel and Utah Beach. I don't know why I said Utah. That's a pretty dumb way to pronounce that, but I mean, who cares? It's in Normandy. And it's a long stage, like 190 kilometers. Last year they went back to the prologue, which is pretty much a very short time trial, and I thought that it was okay, because at the same time there was the Beast in the East that was about to finish, which was a very good show, if a bit early for WWE. So let's talk about wrestling, because we might as well make the bulk of what I'm going to talk about. There's someone walking in the middle of the fields, so that's why I'm looking a bit outside. Pretty good episode of SmackDown. I missed a bunch of stuff, like the beginning. Most of the opening Fatal 4-Way that Cesaro won to have a shot at the US title. He got attacked by Alberto Del Rio at the end of the match. Apollo Crews continues his feud with Sheamus for some reason, like he jumped right through him and eliminated himself from the match, pretty much. And right as Del Rio fucked up the arm of Cesaro, Rusev came and they had a match and Rusev won, so yeah. Did you like some airtime? I don't know. Then Dana Brooke won against Billie Kay, and I guess that it's good that it's Billie Kay, because she was a jobber on NXT, and then she comes onto the main roster to job to Dana the Green Brooke. I've got nothing against Billie Kay. I know that she's a veteran and that the Australian pro wrestling scene is very good. We have TM61 that comes from there, even though they are originally called the Mighty Don't Kneel. She was a jogger on NXT TV. She won a couple of matches on Florida house shows, but that's pretty much all there is. That's a bit sad, I think. What else was there? Summer Rae lost against Tasha in a match that I mostly missed because I was watching football, and because the match between Wales and Belgium was heating up pretty badly at the end of the match, so you don't want to miss a thing. I just know that. I just remember that Sasha won with the bank statement, which is, okay. I've got one thing against Sasha's current push. Nobody has beat her. She is getting the Cena, Roman Reigns, whoever won for long amounts of time. You put the name there and you put the word treatment after that, which is kind of dumb, because on NXT she was, the smart one, and by being that she was a bit wily. You cannot erase what she did on NXT when you make her face Summer Rae, and before the match Summer Rae says, the BFFs couldn't last because of your whole attitude being the boss and whatnot. So it was fairly forgettable, like Eric Rowan and Braun Strowman won against some local jobbers, which makes more sense than making the same with Enzo and Kaz, because when you make a good team face jobbers, it's usually at the beginning of their run, not after they have literally ended their feud and need so much to stay relevant, I guess. And there was some interaction with the New Day where the New Day were cutting a pretty sick promo, actually, talking about the bad effects of fear and whatnot. And Bray said, "Yeah, Woods, he knows about fear, and it's looking as though Woods would be going into the Wyatt family soon, and that's a pretty interesting plot point actually. Let's see how they roll with that. Speaking about things that they want to see how they roll with is how Cien Almas is apparently still feuding with Ty Dillinger, and he's apparently gotten booze at the latest NXT show, which was the match where I thought I actually missed a promo. It was a match. He was getting some booze, not overwhelming booze, but I still think it's kind of dumb when you want to debut a guy who's said to be the top face against someone who is as over and pretty much organically so as Ty Dillinger. The main event was champion versus champion, was the Miz versus Dean Ambrose, and earlier in SmackDown, the Miz said in Miz TV that he was more him, the face of the WWE, than Dean Ambrose, because he's in the lunatic fringe. And Dean Ambrose still had some tags from his match against Jericho, other issues, which is a nice touch. And don't let anyone convince you of the opposite. Makes you believe in kayfabe that the guys are always on the road and not always changing their apparel and their attire. That's probably a better word. Anyway, yeah. I talked a bit about football, and I watched the Wales versus Belgium match. Belgium lost, and it's a terrible thing because it will hurt their credibility as the golden generation more than the 2014 World Cup. Because if that didn't make Roy lose his job to Roy Hodgson, and it certainly didn't put any dent in the golden generation of Belgium. Wales is a pretty good team that isn't carried by Gareth Bale, unlike what people want you to believe, but has strong team, and might be complicated for Portugal just to go for the kill in extra time, which if it happens, I might actually drop the whole thing. So what else is there to talk about? Oh yeah, I got my answer. I'm taken. I was like 75% sure, because there's still some intricacies in the language used in the email from Thursday evening. When I got the mail during the day, I was like, okay, it's good. I can repeat my year, woohoo. Something that I shouldn't be really happy about, but I guess that I don't have anything else to do, really. What else is there to shut up, cat. My cat doesn't stand that. I won't open to him there. He has to come from this door. So what else? Oh yeah, I finished Ushio Totora, and it's a very bittersweet ending, but it's a great compared to some more recent Neketsu shonen. It's a great story. Like, it's a great way to end, to tell you, like, you're getting older, and as such you must learn from certain experiences and experience loss, and that you will need that to grow. And I think that it's a very powerful message to deliver, and especially in the way in which it's delivered, by making some very important characters disappear, like Tora, for example, if anything. So yeah, last thought. why the fuck did Georgia decide that, yeah, let's force everyone to call us Georgia? Well, it's, you know, utterly confusing because there's a state in the United States of America that's also called Georgia, and we're, you know, very much less known than them, and we have a term that's in Russian, and we won't use it because fucking politic. Yeah, you know, Gruzia, it's, you know, nobody uses it, and if we use it, you know that what country we're referring to. And no, because fucking politics. Jesus fucking Christ, I don't even know why this bothers me right now. They decided that 2 years ago. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.